Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. So got a chance to check out the presser between Joshua and Parker, and the presser, went exactly how I thought it would go. Both guys seemed very, um, respectful towards each other, cordial, things like that. Towards the end, though, towards the stare off, you can tell, and just even, what I took away when both guys were talking. They just, to me, they seem as if they're getting real tired of just looking at each other. And, I know they're being respectful and everything, but I can tell that, or just looking at them, I can tell that both these dudes is ready to get in the ring and get it on with each other, man. You know, really, not much to take away, man. Both guys are just saying the right things, that they're in great shape. They're ready to go. They're not overlooking the guy that's in front of them. They're asking Anthony Joshua about guys like Wilder and Fury and all these other guys that a lot of us fans and media are talking about him fighting after the Parker fight as if it's set in stone that he's going to beat Parker. He said that he's not looking past Joseph Parker. So he's saying everything that you expect for him to say. Now, whether you believe him or not, that's another story. But he's saying everything he's supposed to say. Joseph Parker, on the other hand, he's been handling this very well. Even the gloves are off episode, he looked very calm, man, very calm. Now, does that mean he's going to win the fight because he's calm? No, doesn't necessarily mean he's going to win, but doesn't seem nervous, doesn't seem overwhelmed by the moment or anything like that. Seems very confident in himself, man. He just seems like he's ready to go. So that's what I took from it. But this fight, finally Joseph Parker is getting what he wants. He's been wanting Anthony Joshua. This fight's 2 years in the making, if you believe it or not. Let me just play this audio real quick. I'm about to play some audio that was from February, I believe it was the first, February 5th, the first week of February 2016. This was like a week after Joseph Parker had beat Jason Bergman. 2016 was a busy year for Joseph Parker. Um, that was the year he fought Jason Bergman. He fought Carlos Takam. He fought Howell Manu, Dimitrenko, and then he fought Ruiz Jr. towards the end of the year for that vacant WBO title. Now, the audio I'm getting ready to play, this is when Joseph Parker actually called out Anthony Joshua to fight for the #1 contender spot at the WBO. After this video came out that Joseph Parker released, probably about 2 weeks after this video came out, Anthony Joshua ended up signing a contract to fight Charles Martin for the IBF title April of 2016. All right, but let me just play this audio real quick. This was over 2 years ago. Play this audio real quick. Parker calling out Joshua.
Anthony Joshua, you said I can fight you, no problem. Everyone knows that you and me want to become the world champion. I am now ranked #1 in the WBO. You are ranked #2. Come to New Zealand and fight me for the #1 position to see who fights Tyson Fury. Anthony, I have a lot of respect for you. You are a great fighter, but I'm not scared of you. You said that when we get together, someone is going to get knocked out. And guess what? That ain't going to be me.
So there you have it, man. He's getting his opportunity now. And just think, man, had this fight taken place back then, I know a lot has happened later on that year in 2016. Tyson Fury, know what happened with him. The WBO title was vacated. He hasn't fought since November 2015. He had a fight with Klitschko coming up back then that never took place. So just think if they would have fought back then. Let's say Joshua and his team actually took that fight instead of fighting Charles Martin. It would have just been a fight for the #1 contender spot. Now, 2 years later, fast forward, they're fighting in a unification fight with 3 belts on the line. I know that IBO is on the line, but I'm not counting that. That doesn't count towards undisputed. All right, so I'm looking at the WBO, the IBF, and the WBA. So it's just funny how 2 years makes a huge difference. They're both still undefeated, and obviously Anthony Joshua was not gonna go to New Zealand to fight him, but they're fighting in the UK in a unification fight. Had you told me, because when that video came out, I'm like, yeah, AJ, take the fight, because this is a fight I've been wanting to see. You know what I mean? But it doesn't always play out like that, though. You never know what's going to happen in 2 years. But sometimes it can happen like this, where both guys went from having no titles to now they're fighting 2 years later in a unification fight. One guy's bringing 2 titles to the table, and the other guy's bringing 1 strap to the table, man. So I'm going to do more videos this week, man. Just want to give my opinion about what I thought about the press conference. I can't wait until the weigh-in. Curious to see what these guys come in at. I'm thinking Parker's going to come in between 235 and 245. And I think AJ is going to be between 245 and 250. I know there was some reports that came out a few weeks ago said he was down to like 243 or something like that. Curious to see what he comes in at, though, man. They even asked him about his weight. And, you know, pretty much he was just saying that he feels good right now. He's not sure what he's going to come in at. But right now, during training camp, he feels, in the best shape of his life. And that's what they're all going to say. You know, nobody's going to say that training camp is shitty. You know, I'm having a bad training camp. They're not going to say that. They may reveal something after the fight, but leading up to the fight, they're in the best shape of their life. You know what I mean? So just my quick opinion on this. If you guys got to see the presser, what did you think about it? What did you take away from it? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'm out.